senior Maddox Romanowski, and the kicker is sophomore Chase Pencil. The Tigers defense, they're coached by longtime, all-time winningest coach in Pennsylvania history, Jim Roth, and his defensive coordinator has been with him every year since Roth started. This is his 39th season as the head coach, but his defensive coordinator is Andy Mills. Defensive ends for the Tigers, junior Colden Bloom and senior Tyler Arnold. Defensive tackles for the Tigers, both seniors Chris Treshock and Nevin Deal. The outside linebackers are senior Wes Barnes and junior Gavin Krebs. Inside linebackers are Dominic Fedorov, a sophomore, and junior Carter Madden. Unfortunately, the Tigers suffered a huge loss on the opening kickoff last week as all-time single-season leading tackler Garrett Garcia tore his ACL on the opening kickoff, so that moved Carter Madden from outside to inside, and now Krebs gets the start at outside. In the secondary, pair of senior corners in Braden Wislowski and Jake Tuzleski. The safety is junior Loudon Murphy, and the punter is junior Isaac Carter.
DW's Kelsey Deli and Hoagies, 545 North 6th Street, Shamokin. Open 7 days a week. Offers hot and cold hoagies, assorted deli meats and cheeses, deli salads, including macaroni and potato, homemade soups, rice pudding, chips, pretzels, and a variety of drinks. Party trays are also available. DW's Kelsey Deli and Hoagies affords you with the option to dine in, take out, or phone 570-648-3354 with your order for pickup delivery. A $10 minimum and $2 fee applies for delivery. DW's Kelsey Deli and Hoagies, across from Wise Markets in Shamokin. They put the deli in delicious.
Now we'll go to Southern Columbia's offense. Quarterback is junior Blake Wise. Halfbacks are senior Braden Wislowski and junior Carter Madden. Fullback is senior Wes Barnes. Wide receiver for the Tigers is senior Jake Tuzleski. The tight end is senior Ryan Kerstetter. Offensive lineman, senior Chris Treshock, senior Brett Horton, senior Aiden Barkavich, sophomore Jude Remagen, and senior Logan Sharrow. The kicker is junior Isaac Carter. Shamokin's defense of linemen are Blake Hockenbrock, a sophomore, Brock Nye, a senior, Maddox Romanowski, a senior. The linebackers are senior Eric Zahler, senior Knowledge Artist Jones, senior Colton Lynch, senior Corey Adams, and senior Cam Smith. The defensive backs, senior Wisdom Artist Jones, senior Isaiah Mumford, sophomore Chase Pencil, and senior Ryan Zolkowski. The punter is Chase Pencil, a sophomore, and Shamokin area also suffered a loss last week, a shoulder issue to Ryder Zolkowski. His length of absence is unknown, but he is not in uniform tonight. And tonight's starting lineups were brought to you by...
The starting lineups were brought to you by DW's Kelsey Deli and Hoagies, 545 North 6th Street, Shamokin, where they put the deli in delicious.
And we are going to take a final 2-minute break before we start you up to kickoff. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The Academy Sports Center is a proud supporter of all area teams. The Academy Sports Center is your area headquarters for customized apparel for all team sports. They also feature a complete selection of t-shirts, sweats, hats, hoodies, and other school logo items. If you need trophies or plaques, they can make them on site to suit your needs. Stop in and see the friendly, personable owners and staff at Academy Sports Center, located at 18 South Oak Street, Mount Carmel, or give them a call at 570-339-3399. Do you suffer from neck, back, or shoulder pain? Do you experience pain or numbness or tingling in your arms or legs? Is your lifestyle hampered by headaches? If so, you could be like tens of thousands of other people who have found relief from these and other ailments through chiropractic care. Give Dr. Philip Manny of the Manny Chiropractic Clinic, 44 North Market Street in Shamokin, a call at 570-644-2225 to schedule your appointment. Most insurances accepted, including autos and workers' compensation. That phone number again is 570-644-BACK.
And we're going to take a moment of silence, and Dr. Phil Manny will come on to explain what this is for.
A moment of silence being observed here at Kent Memorial Stadium in honor of Michael Carpenter, former Black Diamond Sports Network announcer, and just a great individual, great man, community-minded, family-minded individual, and he passed away this week, and our thoughts and prayers are with his family and friends. Now, the playing of our national anthem.
We'll welcome back our Bill 95 listeners, as there was a moment of silence, as Phil mentioned, for Mike Carpenter, as well as longtime student helper in terms of music, Robert, known as Bob Francischini, who also passed away on Friday after Mike Carpenter's passing on Saturday. So two men that were integral parts to the Shamokin area community. And as we prepare for kickoff, in terms of Shamokin, they're going to look to limit the Tigers' first play scoring drives. Last week, the Tigers scored 4 times on first plays. I know, talking to Coach Hynoski, that was the main emphasis for him. And obviously, Southern Columbia, if you listened last week, Berwick ate over 10 minutes up in the first quarter on their opening drive. They didn't come away with any points, but in total, Southern ran just 7 offensive plays in the first half for 6 yards, which, knowing the history of Southern Columbia, is mind-boggling. So Shamokin's defense wants to limit the quick drives. Southern's defense wants to limit the long drives. So with that, obviously, Coach Hynoski knows a lot about Southern Columbia, more than any coach that Jim Roth will go up against. His former player was an all-stater, former all-time leading rusher for the Tigers, as he was part of 4 state championship teams in the early 2000s, went on to play for the Pitt Panthers, and then was the starting fullback in the NFL with the New York Giants, including his rookie season when he was a Super Bowl champion as the Giants beat the New England Patriots at Lucas Oil Stadium in Indianapolis. So with that, Jameson, again, being a former player, I know the feeling as well. Sometimes at the beginning of these games, it's just getting the nerves and the momentum and all your adrenaline, putting that to the side and focusing to play football.
Oh, absolutely. And Shamokin has to do that right off the bat. Like you said, four drives last week for Southern that ended in 1 play, and that's certainly something they do consistently. And you said those stats last week about only running 7 offensive plays in the entire first half. That's definitely uncharacteristic for Southern. We'll see if Shamokin can capitalize on some of the shortfalls of Southern last week. You know, they fell down early. They didn't come out of the gate strong, but they regroup, they make adjustments like they always do, and it was good. They came out on top, and it's certainly going to be tough for Shamokin tonight.
Obviously, Zolkowski injury for Shamokin's a big one. For Southern Columbia, Garrett Garcia set the school record with 205 tackles last year. He was the leading tackler as a freshman, 2-time All-Staters, so that's a huge loss. And also Southern Columbia had a scare as junior Loudon Murphy, who starts at safety, went to the hospital at halftime with some hydration issues. He's in uniform, but those 2 guys are 2 players that were going to rotate with Carter Madden at the halfback spot opposite of Wisklowski, and now they're down to 2, but in the absence last week, Madden had 2 rushing touchdowns, and seniors Braden Wisklowski and Wes Barnes each had 2 rushing touchdowns as well, and the 2 elders of the group went over 100 yards rushing. And for Shamokin, it was the Artis Jones twins, Knowledge and Wisdom, that went over 100 yards. What would you say is the biggest difference between Knowledge and Wisdom for the Southern listeners?
Well, Wisdom is definitely the shiftier, smaller back. He's probably a good 50, 60 pounds lighter than Knowledge. Knowledge is a bruiser. He can run right over you, but he can also run around you. He's elusive. I've been watching Shamokin football for a long time, and I can honestly say he's probably the best back I've ever seen in a Shamokin uniform. He's very impressive. Last week he ran all over Lewisburg, getting 6, 7, 8 yards a carry every single time. So it's going to be very critical to see how the Artis Jones does against the Southern defense, especially early, since the Indians will be receiving the opening kickoff here.
Yeah, and for the Shamokin fans, kind of the same thing with Wisławski and Barnes. Wisławski's more of the speedster, shifty on the outside as a former 100-meter dash state champion. He's going to be going on a full-ride scholarship to Maryland to play in the Big Ten next fall. And Barnes, kind of a bruiser up the middle at the fullback spot. But both of them can change things up. Wisławski can get physical, and Barnes can show his speed as well. So we're getting ready here for the opening kickoff as Isaac Carter will kick it off. And tremendous weapon to have, as he was an All-Stater last year. He had 5 touchbacks in the game last year, and the kick goes to Knowledge Artis Jones. He tries to get to the edge, and he's going to be stopped around the 20-yard line. Good tackle there by Ryan Kerstetter of the Tigers, so the Indians will have it 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line, so a yard better than a touchback, but we'll see here, Jameson, what the Indians can do.
Yeah, decent return there from Knowledge Artis Jones. His helmet came off again. It happened at least 3 times last week, so they're going to have to get that fixed, get him a new helmet or something there. But we'll see what the Indians can come up with here on this first drive of the game.
So, Indians will come out with senior veteran Brett Nye in the shotgun. We have an equipment issue as Jake Tuzleski comes off at corner, and Jake Hoy comes in for the first play. So Nye's in shotgun. And long snap. He looks, he throws, complete to Artis Jones. He makes a man miss at the 25, cuts backward, and gets about 7 yards. Good shifty play there by Wisdom Artis Jones, as he made a man miss and picks up about 7 yards.
Yeah, very effective quick pass there from Brett Nye. Finds Wisdom Artis Jones open in the flat, and he has some fancy footwork there. Made a few guys miss, went backwards a little bit, but ended up with a nice gain there. Pretty good play on first down. Brings up a 2nd and 3 here for the Indians.
Tuzleski back in the game, as the Indians will have a wide receiver to the near side and one to the far side, as Knowledge is next to Nye in the shotgun. And we have a pre-snap penalty. It's going to be a dead ball false start against the Indians, and that's something Coach Hynoski stressed. You cannot make mistakes against Southern Columbia.
Yeah, you hate to see that for the Indian offense so early. Penalties have been a problem for them dating back many, many years, and the Indians, that's something you can't do against a team like Southern. You get a great first play, get it up to a good 7-yard gain, and now you're back to only about a 3-yard gain it would have been on the first down. Brings up a 2nd and 8 here.
Same formation out of shotgun. As the tight end Cam Smith goes in motion, handoff goes to Artis Jones. He gets across the 25, gets about back to where the line of scrimmage would have been, as he will make it a much more manageable 3rd down, as Gavin Krebs made the stop. We're going to give him 6 on the play.
Yeah, pretty good push there from the Indian offensive line. I was really impressed last week with how much push they got off the line of scrimmage against the Green Dragons. And only 1 run so far, but it looked pretty good there. The Indian offensive line has definitely impressed me so far this year.
3rd down was where Southern Columbia struggled to get off the field in the first half last week. We'll see here as the Tigers make a quick substitution. Nate Gallagher comes in for Wes Barnes. Barnes, obviously the fullback. They try to keep him as fresh as possible. Trips to the near side as Smith goes in motion. Shotgun formation. Handoff goes to Knowledge, and Knowledge is going to be stopped by Colden Bloom. He's going to get a yard, but he's going to be short of the first down. So a decision time here for Coach Hynoski and the Indians. Obviously, most of the time at your own 30, you're punting the football, but he knows just how efficient this Southern Columbia offense can be. So we'll see here as the Indians are bringing on another offensive lineman. Nye's going to remain in here.
Yeah, great play there by Bloom to trip him up in the backfield before he could get ahead of steam. And this is a huge fourth down play early in the game. Brings up a 4th and inches here.
Nye under center. He's going to hand the ball off, and he's going to be stuffed. Artis Jones is stuffed in the backfield by Gavin Krebs. He's going to lose a yard on the play, and the Tigers, actually, they're going to mark 2-yard loss. So Southern Columbia will take over on downs from the Indian 24-yard line.
Yeah, great play there from the Southern defensive line to come right through the Indian offensive line. Didn't work out, but I like the play call there from Hynoski. I like the aggressiveness. You know you're undermatched in a game like this, and you have to establish yourself early if you're going to have a chance.
Yeah, I agree with that. So the Tigers will have it. 1st and 10 as Murphy goes in motion. Wise fakes. He looks. He fires, and it's complete. First play touchdown as Braden Wisloski is wide open, and the Tigers strike just that quickly. One play, Wise to Wisloski, 24-yard touchdown, and the Tigers take a 6-0 lead, 9:13 left in the first quarter.
Yep, that's exactly why Hynoski went for it there. He knows they have that capability on offense. Definitely some confusion there from the Shamokin secondary. Colton Lynch looked a little lost, was a good 5 yards behind Wisloski when he ended up catching the ball and going into the end zone. Southern goes up 6-0 really quick here in Kent Memorial Stadium.
Tigers had issues on the snap and hold last week. This time it's good, and Carter's kicks up and good. Southern Columbia leading 7-0. We're going to take a 30-second break for one commercial read. We'll be back in 30 seconds. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3.
Looking for a new or used car? Head on down to Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove, where they take the deals that other guys won't. Their selection of new and pre-owned vehicles is second to none. Aubrey Alexander Toyota on the Strip in Selinsgrove is open Monday through Saturday. Check out their online inventory at aubreyalexandertoyota.com. Chat with an online specialist and schedule your vehicle for service. It can all be done from your mobile device or tablet. Once again, that's aubreyalexandertoyota.com. Click or call 570-743-1171 to schedule a test drive.
So Southern Columbia strikes quickly. One play as Wisloski shows his speed, and Wise hits him for a 24-yard touchdown pass. As Carter's set to kick it off, this time it's going to be Wisdom on the return. He slips and falls. He's going to be inside the 5, so the Indians are deep. Tigers are going to bring their offense out as the Indians will have it 1st and 10 from their own 4.
Yeah, very unfortunate mishap there for Wisdom Artis Jones. This isn't the NFL. You can't get back up after you get down without being touched, so he will be marked down at about the 5-yard line. Not a great starting position for this Indians offense, who couldn't even manage a first down on this opening drive.
So certainly not the start Shamokin area wanted in all 3 aspects. Obviously the offense turns the ball over on downs, the defense one play, and then Wisdom slips at the 4. 1st and 10 for the Indians. Nye back to pass. He looks, he fires, and it's going to be incomplete. That one was intended for Wisdom. Even though it was incomplete, we saw Wisdom's speed there as he was behind the Tiger corner and safety.
Yeah, 100%. A little bit of an overthrow there from Nye. Wisdom was open. If it was a perfect ball, he definitely could have brought that one down and would have been a huge gain. But Nye overshoots him a little bit. But I like the aggressiveness there. Again, the play calling has definitely been more aggressive already this week than it was last week, and I like to see that from Hynoski.
Most of Shamokin's success on offense last week came on the ground, with the Artis Jones brothers each going over 100 yards in that win over Lewisburg. A low-scoring game, but Shamokin certainly had opportunities to make it a much bigger blowout as the handoff this time goes, and it's going to be a safety. The handoff goes to Knowledge Artis Jones. About 6 different Tigers were in to make that stop, and the Tigers force a safety on the second play of that drive.
Yeah, Wisdom Artis Jones got tackled about 8 yards deep in the end zone there. Kept bouncing off guys, trying to make something happen, and it just wasn't doing. Too many Tiger defenders were there swarming the ball, and the Tigers go up 9-0 really early here in the ball game.
Less than 3 minutes into this game, and we're going to take another 30-second break. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Penn's Tavern, a historical waterfront restaurant located along the beautiful Susquehanna River on Route 147 just south of Sunbury in Fisher's Ferry, promises a memorable dining experience. For reservations, phone 570-286-2007. Penn's Tavern, a historic waterfront restaurant, 113 River Road, Route 147, Fisher's Ferry, south of Sunbury.
So, couldn't have a much worse start if you're the Indians. In Southern Columbia last week didn't score in the first half. They already have scored twice in two different fashions in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. And making matters worse, when there's a safety, you're kicking off from your own 20-yard line. So Southern Columbia should get great field position here as they have their kicker looking where to put the ball down. Chase Pencil's looking around.
There's definitely a bit of
He didn't have a tee.
Yeah, he forgot his tee out there. Not used to kicking off from safety. This is probably his first time doing it. Wasn't the kicker last year, but he's getting used to it.
You probably have the most dangerous duo in District 4, possibly the state, in return men, as Wisławski and Barnes are back deep for the Tigers. Kick goes deep. It's going to go to Barnes as he takes it at about the 25. He runs backwards. He's across the 30, across the 35, and he's going to be tackled at about the 37-yard line by Brian Jovel Martinez. So all things considered, pretty good special teams play there by the Indians, limiting the big play capability from Barnes.
Yeah, great kick there from Pencil. I was very impressed with that kick. Barnes made it a little harder on himself than he had, so I think he definitely could have let that one go out of bounds. But he chose to make the acrobatic catch on the sidelines and returned it about to the 38-yard line. So decent starting field position for Southern, but yeah, all things considered, that was a good play from Shamokin there.
So Southern didn't have much success passing last week, and it was more on the drops of the receivers. Tigers used that passing game early to strike. We'll see here if they go back to their bread and butter on the ground. As Madden goes in motion, toss goes to Wisławski. As he gets across the 40, he's across the 50, 40, and he's going to be knocked out of bounds. A big gain by Wisławski, as it was a bad pitch, but Wisławski was able to take care of it, corral it, and pick up a first down into Indian territory.
Yeah, he shows off his speed right away on the first two plays from scrimmage, both to Wisławski. That one he one-handed, honestly. When the pitch back, he one-handed it behind his back and still kept running and still outran the Indian defense. Very impressive run from Wisławski there.
22-yard pickup, as they say. He went out at the Indian 40-yard line. Tigers leading 9-0, 8:48 left in this opening quarter at Kemp Memorial Stadium. This time the hand up goes straight ahead to Barnes. He bulls his way through one tackler, and he might be gone. He's at the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5, and he gets all the way down to about the 2-yard line. He just bulldozed his way over an Indian tackle attempt, and it's going to be 1st and 10 Tigers as he ran over one Artis Jones. The other Artis Jones finally made the tackle at the 1-yard line, so a 39-yard pickup by Barnes for the Tigers.
Yeah, as you said, that was knowledge Artis Jones that he just bulldozed there, and that is no small hitter there that he just took care of. And Wisdom caught up with him just in time to stop him short of the goal line, but this sets up a 1st and goal for the Tigers. Great situation here to punch it in.
So Tigers looking to score on the 3rd play of this drive as Barnes gets it, and he's going to walk into the end zone. Southern Columbia's Wes Barnes gives the Tigers a 15-0 lead less than 4 minutes into this ball game.
Yeah, the Indians confused again. Just a simple run off tackle for Barnes there, and nobody was home, and he walks right into the end zone to go up 15-0 before the point after attempt here for the Southern Tigers. Great run design from Jim Roth there.
So just this quickly, Southern Columbia looking to go up 16-0 on the leg of Isaac Carter. Snaps back, good hold. Kick is up, and the kick is good. Southern Columbia 16, Shamokin area 0, 8:14 left in the first quarter. You're listening to Best of Coal Region High School Football on the Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
The Black Diamond Sports Network would like to thank the Bernie Romanowski chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame for their support of our broadcast schedule. The Bernie Romanowski Chapter Hall of Fame annually recognizes the accomplishments of athletes from Line Mountain, Our Lady of Lourdes, Shamokin area, and Southern Columbia. For more information on the Hall of Fame, contact Bernie Romanowski Jr.
And we're back here. If you're just joining us, Southern Columbia already up by 2 touchdowns. They have a receiving touchdown on the first play on offense. Defense forced to safety, and the Tigers ran the ball 3 straight plays for their latest touchdown. And Shamokin area has to regroup as the coaching staff huddled the Indians together to try and motivate them in between this kick. As the kick goes back, it's going to be returned by Pencil at about the 10. Tries to get to the outside. He's across the 20. He's across the 30. Finally brought down by the kicker. A nice return there by Chase Pencil all the way out to the 43-yard line.
Yeah, great return there from Pencil. Made one cut and just went. Indians might have got away with a little bit of a block in the back there on the return, but they didn't call it, so the Indians will set up shop at their own 38-yard line. Pretty good return there from Pencil. Other than the first mishap, special teams have been going pretty decent for Shamokin tonight. It's about the one bright spot.
Yeah, and I'm surprised they didn't call that because it was right by the play, right by the official. But anyway, they let him play on, so the Indians got some momentum here after losing all of it to the Tigers. It'll be 1st and 10, Shamokin area, as Nye has to call a timeout. And with that, we're going to take a timeout as well. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 1 minute for 2 ads.
In athletics, hard work pays off. To make sure your years of hard work pay off, let Deborah Rodarmel and Joseph Springer put their overall tax and financial knowledge to work for you in planning your financial future. Be sure to stop in and see Deborah and Joe at Rodarmel Springer Tax and Financial Services, located at 4A East Mill Street in Ewesburg, across from the Ewesburg Fire Hall, or phone 570-672-9000. That's Rodarmel Springer Tax and Financial Services, planning your financial future. Bloom Heating LLC, located at 854 Center Street, Cole Township, is your #1 source for heating oil delivery, off-road diesel fuels, boilers, warm air, and ductless AC. Bloom Heating LLC is family-owned and operated and has been providing quality service since 1995. Owner Brett Bloom and his staff will meet all your heating and cooling needs. They even offer 24-hour emergency service. Call them at 570-644-3780. Bloom Heating LLC.
Back here at Kemp Memorial as Nye completes a pass to Wisdom, and it's going to be a pickup out to the 48-yard line, about a 6-yard pickup, so a nice pass there from Nye to Wisdom as they're going to give him 5 yards on the play.
You like to see that from an Indian offense. Short passes, quick passes, get the ball out of Brett Nye's hands. Don't ask the offensive line to hold up for 4 or 5 seconds, finding a receiver down the field. And so far, that's been the only thing that's worked for him tonight. I think they should keep going back to it tonight, but beyond as well. I think that is something they should keep in their playbook.
And Wisdom's got that shiftiness and the ability to break one long as Nye's in shotgun, trips to the left, hands it off to Knowledge, and Knowledge is not going the right way. He's going to be tackled for a huge loss, and that's one where you just take the couple-yard loss, Jamison, but he goes from the 49 all the way back to the 40, so a 9-yard loss as unofficially Knowledge Artist Jones now 5 carries for -8 yards.
Yeah, no question he was trying to do too much there. Last week, pretty much everything he tried to do was working, so he might have got that in his head a little bit, and this week it's just not going to work like that. 3 Tigers in your face, you have to put your head down and get that extra yard. He went back about, like you said, 8 yards there on the loss. Brings up a 3rd and very long for the Indian offense.
Tigers will most certainly blitz here as the Indians have trips to the left and a single receiver to the right, and Shamokin area is going to have to take another timeout, so 7:13 left in this first quarter. Shamokin takes a timeout, and we'll be back on Bill 95 and Black Diamond Sports Network in 1 minute.
Looking for some new Southern Tiger apparel? Pretty Petals and Pack Sinus is now carrying a great selection of SCA t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and so much more. They also carry the paperback book Roaring Tigers, The History of Southern Football. Check their Facebook page Pretty Petals by Susan and Pack Sinus for some photos and sales, and as always, shop local, shop small. Pretty Petals in Pack Sinus. At Best Cleaners, they strive to meet your every cleaning need. Whether it's a simple floor cleaning, house cleaning, window cleaning, sanitizing job, or major water extraction, Best Cleaners is there for you. Best Cleaners is owned by the Warhots and Lepotsky families and located in Pack Sinus. Best Cleaners proudly serves the region and surrounding areas. Call Best Cleaners today at 570-672-9114.
Back here from Kent Memorial as Nye's back to pass. He's going to get to the outside. He fires. It's going to be complete to Wisdom. Going to be short of the first down, but it's into Tiger territory. A pickup of 11 on the play. Ball's going to be spotted at the 49-yard line of the Tigers.
Great play by Nye there. Made it look like he was going to run. I think pulled the defender up just a little bit and allowed Artis Jones to have that extra second to get open. Threw a very nice ball to Artis Jones about 2 or 3 yards short of the first down, and that brings up 4th and short. Looks like they are punting here.
Yeah, as both Artis Jones come out right now, and on that catch it was Wisdom, correct?
It was Wisdom that time.
So that's his third catch. High snap. Punter gets it off, and it's a nice punt by Blake Hockenbrock, and he gets a nice bounce. Excellent bounce inside the 5, so a good punt there by Hockenbrock, as the Indians certainly needed that.
Yeah, great punt by there, Hockenbrock. After the high snap, he corralled it and pinned it all the way down at the 3-yard line. Very effective. Again, special teams for Shamokin, about the only thing showing up so far in this contest.
Yeah, other than that one slip up on the opening kickoff, Indians have looked good on special teams, so the Tigers are at their own 3-yard line, but at this point it doesn't seem to matter, as the Indians have not been able to stop the Tigers at all through the air or on the ground, as the Tigers lead 16-0 with just over 6 minutes left in the first quarter. Handoff goes to Wisławski. He tries to get the edge. He's going to go. He's at the 20. He's at the 30, the 40, the 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10. Touchdown, Braden Wisławski, untouched, 97 yards up the Tigers sideline. And just one play, the Maryland future Terrapin goes 97 yards, shows off that state championship winning 100-meter dash speed, and when he got to the edge, Jamison, nobody was catching him.
Yeah, pretty much did a full 100-meter dash right there on that run. And I was just about to say before that play that this would not be a great time for one of Southern's patented one-play drives, and there it was from Wisławski, his second score of the game already. Pretty good showing here so far for the future Maryland product.
So Isaac Carter on to kick here, as Southern Columbia is completely dominating this one. Waiting for the hold. Wisławski's the long snapper. Tuzleski's the holder. Snaps back. Kick is up. And the kick is plenty good. 6:01 left in the opening quarter. Southern Columbia leading this one 23-0. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
If you are looking to score a touchdown with a new bank, pass the ball over to UNB Bank. Locally owned and operated for over 115 years, UNB Bank provides checking and savings solutions, mobile banking, and low fees. UNB Bank also provides lending that's local with quick response time on applications because decisions are made locally. Score that extra point today with UNB Bank. UNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So a 97-yard run. I think that might be the longest touchdown run in Southern Columbia history. I'll have to find out after the game. You'll have to catch that in the news item or Press Enterprise or my PA Football News article. But I obviously can't be many longer than that. Kicks down to the 5-yard line as Wisdom returns it. He's across the 20. He's going to be stood up by Ryan Kerstetter, still moving forward, and he's going to get out over the 30-yard line. So a nice return there by Wisdom as he powered his way across the 30.
Yeah, those last 5 yards, his feet weren't even on the ground. He was on top of a Southern defender, too. I think a few of the Shamokin guys just came behind and pushed the pile. But nice, good extra effort from the Indians on special teams once again.
So, Tigers are shifting some players in and out here, as they were planning on doing all season with a lot of two-way starters more than usual. But especially with Garrett Garcia's injury, it's forced the defense to make some switches early on. So the Indians will have it 1st and 10 from their own 32, as there's two backs in shotgun here. Knowledge goes in motion, fakes it, Nye back to pass, he looks, it's going to be incomplete. It appeared to be a screen pass intended for Corey Adams, but Nye short-armed it, and it's going to be 2nd and 10.
Yeah, it looked like a bit of confusion there from the Shamokin offense. Looked like Nye expected Adams to be running more of an out route, and he just kind of sat there, and Nye threw it at his feet. Definitely some confusion there from the offense once again.
So 2nd and 10, 5:47 left in the opening quarter. Southern Columbia leading 23-0. As they might have to burn another timeout here late in the play clock. They're going to get it off with 1 second left. Handoff goes to Artis Jones. He's going to be stopped after a gain of about 4 by Dom Fedorov, who also was an All-Stater last year in his freshman campaign with over 130 tackles. And he's coming off an ACL tear that he suffered in the first half of last season's state championship win against Sarah Catholic.
Yeah, great to see players like that when they recover, and he's clearly playing well out here tonight. You love to see that. Players working hard to come back from injury.
Unfortunately, Southern Columbia had a pair of All-Staters go down with ACL injuries. As Nye escapes pressure, he's going to get close, and he's going to pick up the Indians' first down. He keeps it himself, takes it across the 40 to about the 43-yard line, so pickup of 7 by the Indian quarterback on the scramble for the initial first down for Shamokin area in this game.
Yeah, great tough running there from Brett Nye. He is no small kid, listed at 6'2", 210. I'd say he's a little bigger than that, but he definitely determined, put his head down, got those last few extra inches, and puts a first down up on the board.
Right receivers out wide as Nye's in shotgun. He goes back to pass, he looks, he fires, it's going to be incomplete. That pass was intended for Colton Lynch. Good coverage there by Wisłowski for the Tigers.
I thought they might have got him with a penalty there, getting there a little bit early on the coverage, but they do not throw the flag. Lynch definitely wanted one, but it does not come, and it brings up a 2nd down and 10. Good throw there from Brett Nye. Just went a little bit over Colton Lynch's head.
And ironically, we said about that block in the back, it was about at that same spot that potential pass interference happened, so you look at it as kind of canceling it out, evening it, one play apiece for the Tigers and Indians on the short end, as it's going to bring up 2nd and 10, shotgun formation as Wisdom goes in motion. Nye's back to pass. He escapes one sack attempt. He tries to get forward. Barnes is going to tackle him. He's going to pick up a yard, but Nye keeping the Indians out of trouble with his legs on this drive.
Yeah, great job there by Nye, evading the defender in the backfield. He looks to have a little bit of a limp. He's still jogging, but definitely a little bit of a gimp in his step as he is trying to walk back to the sidelines to get the next play. Good evading to make something out of nothing there. Gets about a yard instead of about a 4-yard loss, which would have been if he had gotten sacked.
3rd and 9, certainly a passing opportunity here for the Indians unless they plan on keeping it 4-down territory as they did on their opening drive. And they are going to hand it off. It goes this time to Wisdom, and he's going to get upended after a gain of, we'll give him, we'll see. I don't even know if he got a full yard. We'll see where they spot it. They're going to spot it at the 44-yard line, so no gain on the play for Wisdom, and the Indians are going to be forced to punt again.
Yeah, all of Wisdom's yards on that play were laterally, and don't result in any yards gained. And this brings up Blake Hockenbrock back to punt after his great first punt. We'll see what he does here.
Wisłowski back deep. I'm sure Coach Hinoski does not want him to kick it to him. Directional punting, as this one's going to be a bit shorter, but nice hang time. We'll see what the bounce does. And it's going to be fielded at the 21 by Wisłowski. He's across the 30, and he takes it to about the 38. Yeah, they're going to call it the 38-yard line, so the Tigers will have it there. And that's when Jamison, where the Indians have to make sure to stay focused because some of them were standing flat-footed, and Wisłowski just picked it up off the bounce and got a good return on it.
Yeah, the ball had so much hang time, the Indians kind of gave up on it. And, yeah, like you said, just waited for Wisłowski to pick it up, and they were caught lacking there. And Wisłowski makes a nice, at least 15-yard gain out of that one right there.
So Wisłowski already a 97-yard touchdown run, 119 yards rushing on 2 carries, plus the opening 24-yard touchdown reception. So Wisłowski is taking over Kent Memorial Stadium here in the first quarter. Tigers have it 1st and 10, leading 23-0. Wise back to pass. He looks. It's going to be incomplete, intended for Jake Tuzaleski. So it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10 with 2:45 left in this first quarter. Looked like that one just sailed on Wise.
Yeah, not sure if it just sailed or he was expecting him to run a bit of a different route. But either way there, bit of miscommunication from the Southern offense. And that will bring up a 2nd and long here for the Tigers.
So the first negative, if you want to call it that, for the Tigers offense, who have scored their first 3 touchdowns on 5 total plays. Wise with Barnes behind him. Hands it off to Barnes. Barnes gets stuffed initially, cuts it to the outside, but he's only going to pick up about a yard on the play as 3 different Indians were there to make the stop, led by Corey Adams.
Yeah, finally a good defensive play from the Indians. Had 3 different players on the runner right there, and they stopped him for a very minimal gain. Brings up the first 3rd down, I think, period for the Southern offense, and it's about a 3rd and 9 here for the Tigers at their own 39-yard line.
So 3rd and 9, Tigers take the tight end out as Tuzaleski and Hoy will be the receivers, 1 to each side. And we have a penalty pre-snap, and it's going to be an encroachment, I think, against the Indians. And that's indeed the call. So a 3rd and 9 now becomes a 3rd and 4, and Southern can open up their playbook. Not necessarily have to be a passing attempt on this one, but again, the Indians' miscues are hurting them.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. They didn't even quite get to the snap count. Yeah, I think he just kind of lined up offsides. Probably someone put their hand on the other side of the ball.
Wise is back to pass, and he's going to be sacked on the play by Hockenbrock. Blake Hockenbrock just busted through there. Looked like it might have been a blocking miscue unless he just blew up a Tiger lineman, and that's going to force Southern Columbia into a punt here on their drive with 1:35 and counting left in this first quarter.
Yeah, clearly something happened there with the Southern offensive line. He came through so fast I thought it was a screen pass, but turns out it wasn't, and Wise was just looking confused, and Hockenbrock made the nice tackle in the backfield to bring up a 4th and 14 here for the Southern offense. So nice defensive stand from the Indian defense. Comes at almost the end of the first quarter.
Tigers bringing a late addition on, and we have a penalty. I don't know what the...
Yeah, not sure what
the legal substitution, so it's going to be a 5-yard penalty as that player for the Tigers got on late as they were already in their cadence. So 5-yard penalty. Carter will be kicking inside his own 20. Nice snap. Gets off a punt, and this is a really nice punt as it's going to take Wisdom back to his own 25. He's going to get across the 30 to the 35, and he's tripped up from behind by Loudon Murphy.
Great job there by Murphy, not giving up on the play. Artis Jones got around him initially, and he was trying to make another man miss, and while he was preoccupied with the other Southern defender, he comes up from the back and trips him up from behind. Great play there from Murphy.
So the Tigers started from their own 38 on their last drive. Now the Indians will start from their own 38 with 46 seconds left in the first quarter, trailing 23-0 here at Kemp Memorial Stadium to the 12-time PIAA state champion Tigers. So at this point, wouldn't be surprised if the Indians just kept it on the ground to try and get out of this first quarter and regroup in that minute break. New quarterback in there as the handoff goes to Corey Adams. He tries to get to the outside, gets about 5 on the play as the quarterback was Brad Latshaw, the junior. So we'll see if Nye, it looks like he is getting some work on his leg on the sidelines as Adams picks up 3 on the play.
Yeah, interesting first snaps there for Brad Latshaw of his career. Nye clearly had a little bit of a gimp there at the end of the last drive. If I was Hanaski, I would not bring him back in this game. Even if there's any sort of risk of re-injury, I would not risk it. Already down 23-0 at the end of the first quarter. I would let your young quarterback get some work in here.
And that does indeed bring us to the end of the first quarter. Southern Columbia leading this one 23-0. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95. We'll be back in 1 minute.
PBS Beverage and Pack Sinus and owner Steve Tahansky are proud supporters of Southern Columbia football. His great prices make an easy decision to stop in and pick up from variety of your favorite selections. With an easy-to-get location on Route 61 between Ewiesburg and Shamokin, there isn't any other choice than PBS. Check out their Facebook page for details and hours of operation throughout the week. Call the store at 570-648-8080 for any additional details. Steve Tahansky, alum and supporter of Tiger football. If you aren't already a customer, become one. Claiborne Insurance Group, located at 426 West Valley Avenue, Ewiesburg, is proud to represent Erie Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. With a team of total of 6 licensed insurance professionals, an experienced and friendly customer supporting staff, and over 75 years of combined insurance expertise, Claiborne Insurance Group is here to offer the very best policies for the most competitive prices, all of which are backed by award-winning service. Claiborne Insurance Group can be reached at 570-648-5055 or visit on the web at www.claiborneinsurance.com.
Okay, we're here to start the second quarter as Ladshaw's still in there in a full house backfield. He's going to fumble the snap. He does recover it, but it's going to be a loss of about 2 on the play for the Indian quarterback. And sometimes, Jamison, that comes just because you're not used to practicing with the first team center.
Yeah, absolutely. Not something you like to see there, putting your backup quarterback in a situation like this. And that will bring up a 3rd and 8 here for the Indian offense. Nye is still on the sideline getting some treatment from the trainers. Has his helmet off. Does not look like he will be coming back in anytime soon.
Just got an update thanks to Coach Kurt Stelfox, former longtime Southern Columbia coach, and also spent a couple of years with the Indians. The record for Southern Columbia rushing touchdown, Jay Drumheller in the early 1980s had a 98-yard touchdown run. As Latshaw's back to pass, he looks, he fires. It's going to be a fumble, caught but a fumble, and the Tigers recover it after Colton Lynch catches it at about the 50 and fumbles it there after a 10-yard pickup, but the Tigers will get it back here off of the turnover.
Yeah, that was very close between just a non-catch and a catch and fumble. But the refs are calling it a catch and fumble. So great play there by the Southern defense after giving up first down yardage on the catch there, forced the fumble and the turnover on downs for the Southern Columbia Tigers.
So we mentioned Dre Drumheller, 98-yard run. Wisłowski's was 97. He also told me Coach Henry Hynoski of the Indians, when he played for the Tigers, had 4 touchdown runs over 90 yards. His longest of his career was 95 yards in 2005. So thanks to Coach Stelfox for that. As Wise hands the ball off to Murphy, he tries to get to the edge. He's going to get past the 50, and he's still going. Finally brought down near first down yardage, but there is a penalty on the play. I would assume it's going to be a hold, and that indeed is what it's going to be, as Murphy trying to log his first carry after having none last week. As we mentioned, Tigers only had 7 offensive plays in the first half, and then Murphy spent the second half in the hospital. So Tigers 10-yard penalty. Looks like the penalty occurred right around the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be first down and 20 here for the Tigers.
It's great to hear from Coach Delfox. He was one of my coaches my senior year, and he was definitely one of my favorites I've ever had. So good to hear from him.
Yeah, he's listening in. He coached me in junior high football and then varsity basketball. And he was the head coach back when we beat Loyalsock the last time Southern Columbia won a district championship in boys basketball. Toss this time goes to Barnes. He's breaking one tackle. He's across the 50, in the 40, and he lays the boom down as Wisdom Artist Jones's helmet goes flying off, and Barnes just laid some wisdom into wisdom. Wow.
Yeah, I was just about to say, you called Barnes the bruiser, and there he was taking off. He looked like he had track speed there, and then right at the end there it was. And wow, now both Artist Jones players' helmets have fallen off already in this game. So interesting trend there for the Indians, but what a run there from Barnes.
I'll say, wow. So Artist Jones has to come out of the game after losing his helmet.
And the refs blew the whistle a few times, not sure what's going on there. Southern is rushing up to the line of scrimmage, but the refs are holding it up.
Yeah.
I think the Indians have a substitution issue.
Well, they're going to have to bring, whereas Wisdom has to come out, right? Wisdom has to come out of the game.
I think the refs got Colton Lynch there for some knee pad issues. Looks like the pads weren't quite covering the knee, something they've mentioned a few times tonight.
Yep. So Barnes bullies his way through. This time the handoff goes to Murphy. He bounces the outside first down, and he's still going. Doesn't get brought down. Out of bounds is what caused his run to end, as he takes it from the 35 inside the red zone to the 18 for a 17-yard pickup, as the Tigers' offense is just simply manhandling the Indian defense.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to be stopped there, sort of the line of gain a few times, and he just kept going, bounced it to the outside, and he had daylight there. I think it was Isaiah Mumford who finally pushed him out of bounds at about the 17-yard line. So great play, another play from the Southern offensive rushing game.
Wise under center. He looks back to pass. Screen pass to Barnes. We'll see if there's blockers ahead of him. He's inside the 10 and inside the 5. He fights his way forward. A lot of Barnes on that one, doing it for the most part himself. Picks up a first down, 13 yards. It'll bring up a 1st and goal inside the 5.
And the great elusiveness there from Barnes. Didn't quite lower his shoulder there. Just kind of made a few jukes, dove forward to get to the 4-yard line. Corey Adams on the tackle. Looked like he was a bit shaken up, but stays in the game. So that's a good sign for Corey Adams.
So 1st and goal at the 4-yard line for the Tigers. Under 10 minutes left in this first half. Tigers are looking to go up 30-0. Handoff goes to Barnes, and Barnes is going to carry his way forward. I don't know if he got in, and I think he might have fumbled the football. We'll have to see here. And it is going to be a fumble, and it's recovered by the Indians inside the Tiger 1 as Knowledge Artist Jones comes up with the recovery. So the Indians catch a break there.
I was just about to praise Barnes again for his tough running, and looks like he tried to stay up just a tad too long, and the Indians, as he was kind of straight up there at the end, are able to punch it out and recover it. Unfortunately for the Indians, they are now at their own half-yard line, and they already have one safety so far in this game, and this is prime safety position again for the Indian offense.
Southern Columbia did, oddly enough, force 2 safeties last season or 2 years ago, I forget when, in the first half of a game at Central Columbia. So you don't see safeties often in high school football, but Southern's defense will certainly like to try and duplicate what they did at Central Columbia a couple years back. So the Indians have it 1st and 10 from their 1-yard line with the backup quarterback still in there as Ladshaw's under center. He's going to keep it himself and didn't pick up anything on that play, as the Indians are just worried about getting the ball in a position so their punter, if it comes to that, isn't punting literally from the back of the end zone.
Yeah, good job there by Brad Latshaw, lowering his head and just being able to get out of the end zone Brings up a 2nd and 9. Looks like they did give him
Yep.
about a half a yard on that carry, but definitely not going to want to drop back and wait to throw this one at all.
Yep. Latshaw at quarterback as Knowledge is the back in the backfield. Latshaw hands the ball off. It actually goes to the fullback, and a nice pickup there by the fullback as Corey Adams takes it for a first down to the 13-yard line. So a nice pickup there of 11 yards and a first down for the Indians as they avoid what could have been a safety. Ball's going to be spotted at the 13, 8 minutes and 5 seconds remaining in the first half with the Tigers leading 23-0.
Yeah, I love that play call there with the fullback dive on your own goal line. That's a popular play, and caught the Southern defense on its heels. First down.
1st and 10, Indians, and the left tackle and the tight end both jump off sides on that play. So a 5-yard penalty. Just as one good thing happens to the Indians, they shoot themselves in the foot again.
Yeah, that was Eric Zahler, number 58, the left tackle, who got credited with the false start on that play. Looked a little bit frustrated, not sure what happened. Some miscommunication with the tight end maybe on his side, it looked like. But it does bring up a 1st and 15 for the Indian offense.
Clock continues to roll inside of 7:40 now in this opening half from Kemp Memorial as Latshaw's under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Knowledge, and Knowledge isn't going to get much. He's actually going to pick up maybe a yard as Fedorov and a pair of other Tigers were there to make the stop after a pickup of a yard on the play.
Yeah, good hard running then from Artis Jones, but there were just too many Tigers for him to really go anywhere. Only picks up 2 yards they're going to give him on that first down carry. Brings up a 2nd and 13. Not a great spot you want to put your backup quarterback in this situation.
Yep, and it appears Nye, like you said, night's done on the sideline here. Hopefully it's nothing serious, but this early in the season you don't want to take chances. Latshaw hands the ball off to Knowledge, and Tigers are all there, a group of about 6, as Carter Madden was there. Coming up from the bottom of the pile was Fedorov for the Tigers. No gain on the play, brings up a 3rd and long.
Yeah, as you mentioned, Nye on the bench here, on the far, away from the rest of his teammates, and you know something's wrong because Nye is a great leader. He always loves to be with his team, and if he can't even walk over to that side of the bench, there's definitely something wrong with his ankle here.
He has an ice pack on his left ankle, so hopefully just a sprain, but sometimes, unfortunately, those are harder to deal with than fractures. So a 3rd down, we'll see if Latshaw is back to pass, and he is. And he's going to try and avoid the pressure, and he ain't going to get there as Tyler Arnold's there to make the sack. And now it'll be 4th and long inside the 5-yard line as the Indians, after all that, will again be punting from their own end zone.
Yeah, definitely a pass call there, but Latshaw did not look too eager to get the ball out, didn't even really look downfield, and there was 3 Tigers on him immediately, and Blake Hockenbrock will now be put in a tough situation, punting from the back of his own end zone, and of course he will be punting to the ever-dangerous Wisławski.
So Wisławski's set up inside the Indian 40 as the punt goes. It's going to bounce at the 30. Wisławski's going to pick it up at the 32. He's inside the 20. He's inside the 15. Inside the 10. Touchdown. A 33-yard punt return for a touchdown. Southern Columbia's Braden Wisławski. It has become the Wisławski show in this first half as he has done just about everything possible for this Tiger offense.
Yeah, so much for the Shamokin special teams doing well tonight. And as you said, Wisławski has scored in 3 different fashions already so far in this game. But the most impressive thing to me is he's out here as the long snapper. I don't think I've ever seen that. How many people have had a return touchdown, a receiving touchdown, a rushing touchdown, and snapped the point after? That's pretty impressive versatility there from Wisławski.
And he has a pass breakup on defense as well, as Southern Columbia is looking to go up 30-0 with 5:15 left in this first half of play. So a completely different Tiger offense compared to last week when they ran just 7 plays for 6 yards in a first half that they trailed 14-0 before scoring 42 in the second half to win their opener. Snaps back, and the kick this time is going to be blocked. So a blocked PAT And we're going to take a 30-second break. Southern Columbia all over the Indians in this one, 29 to nothing. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
Check out Dead-Eyed Deddy's Joke of the Week on Instagram.com/dino_Anskis. Little Village Primitives, located along Route 54 in Ewiesburg, specializes in handcrafted and American-made wares and stunning home decor. Now this year, cross-stitch supplies. And don't forget classes in rug hooking, punch needle, woolly tires, and wool applique. Little Village Primitives is open Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go Tigers! Little Village Primitives along Route 54 in Ewiesburg.
Back here, as Wisławski just scored the Tigers' latest touchdown on a 33-yard return. Carter's kick is deep, and this is going to go into the end zone for a touchback. So Isaac Carter forces the touchback as the Indians will get it, trailing 29 to nothing from their own 20-yard line here at Bridie Ruane Field in Shamokin.
A very impressive kick there from Carter, not even giving Artis Jones a chance to return, as you know he's eager to do every time.
Indians at this point just looking for something positive to take into halftime, as they are facing a beast much differently than what they took on last week when on Saturday they beat the Lewisburg Green Dragons at Bucknell University. Latchaw's back to pass. He's going to try and roll out. He looks, and he's going to be sacked. And making the sack is Colden Bloom. He tries tossing it away, but they're going to call it a sack, and it's going to be a big loss. And as you mentioned, Jameson, this is just certainly a tough situation to come in as the backup quarterback against the defense as talented as the Tigers.
Yeah, that's something only game reps can replicate like that, having three guys come at your face, and he's just got to learn to throw that away in that situation. And he tried a little bit of a last-ditch T-Rex throw there at the very end, but they called him down, and that brings up a second, and they're calling it 20, but looks even more than that.
And a late entry onto the field is Lynch, as Latchaw's under center here. And what do we have? We have a penalty on the play.
And they are walking Shamokin back even farther. Looks like a half the distance to the goal penalty. I think it was an illegal substitution again on the Indian offense. There was one earlier on Southern, now on Shamokin.
So it's going to be first and second, and as you mentioned, it's certainly not 20. It's going to be closer to really 25, 26, as it's going to be second down.
It looks like Hynoski.
And Hynoski takes a timeout, and with that, we will as well. We'll be back in 1 minute on the Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3.
If you think Myers & Lynch is just another small-town insurance agency, you would be mistaken. Their affiliation with one of the country's largest buyer groups gives them the ability to shop dozens of companies. Their goal is to better protect you from coverages they see daily that are shockingly inadequate. Tony Rosini will make you this personal guarantee. One call to Myers & Lynch will be both eye-opening and educational, and will most likely save you hundreds of dollars. Reach out to Myers & Lynch or look them up at myersandlynch.com to see if your current agent has left you hanging. Your first stop for new appliances for your home should be Chicatano Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they specialize in name brand appliances. The staff has years of experience in the appliance industry. What that means for you is a knowledgeable salesperson and reasonable prices. Call 570-339-1453 or stop by and talk appliances with the experienced and knowledgeable staff at Chicatano's Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they service what they sell.
Back here after the timeout, Indians will have it second down and long. 4:21 left in this first half as the Tigers lead 29 to nothing. Latchaw's going to be in shotgun here for the first time, it appears, as he had a back to each side, three receivers wide as Wisdom goes in motion. Handoff on the play goes to Adams, and he gets nowhere as he's stopped right there in the middle by the Tiger defense.
Yeah, it's going to bring up a third and extremely long here, backed up against their own end zone once again, putting their backup quarterback in a precarious situation. Not a great way to garner some confidence in your backup quarterback early in his playing career.
Sophomore Adam Barnes at defensive tackle made that stop for the Tigers as it's third down and very long again here. Under 4 minutes left in this first half that the Indians can't wait to be over. Latshaw back to pass. He looks, he fires. It's incomplete. Nice pass there, but it goes through the hands of Pencil, and it's going to be another punting situation for the Indians out of their own end zone, Jamison.
Yeah, pretty good pass there from Latshaw, as you said, to Pencil. Couldn't quite bring it down. Those are two young guys. They're both sophomores who are probably going to be here for the next 2 years. That's going to be one of the main connections you're going to see for the Indians in the future. So not a great preview, but definitely a pretty impressive pass from Latshaw there, even though it was only about 10 yards.
So Hockenbrock is going to be kicking about 3 yards from the back of the end zone here. Snaps back, Hockenbrock's punt, and it's going to be Murphy this time back deep for the Tigers. Hockenbrock's going to get a couple yards roll off the turf, and it's down by Pencil at the Indian 45-yard line, so great field position here for the Tigers yet again to start this drive.
Yeah, pretty impressive punt there from Hockenbrock. 2 straight backed up in his end zone. Last one obviously went for a return, but not quite his fault. And the Southern offense will set up shop from the Indian 45-yard line here with 3:28 remaining in the first half.
So the only thing that stopped the Tigers on offense was that one fumble, and that happened at the Indian 1-yard line. So we'll see here if the Tigers can put this into the mercy rule before the half for a running third and fourth quarter. As Wise is back to pass, he looks, he completes it to Madden. Madden's inside the 30, and it's going to be a first down for the Tigers after he's tackled by Lynch. Nice pass there as Madden just came out of the backfield for a short little out, and he takes it to the 30-yard line for a 15-yard pickup.
Yeah, as you said, impressive pass there. He hit him right in stride, allowed the receiver to continue upfield, and with a nice gain, about 15 yards there on that first down throw from the Southern offense. You would like to see them throw the ball a little more in games like this where they're in head. So maybe in the future, when the games are a little closer, you give your quarterback some confidence going into those types of situations.
So Wise back to pass, completes it to Tuzaleski. Nice play there, however, by Isaiah Mumford, as Tuzaleski's only going to pick up probably 2 on the play.
Yeah, as you said, great tackle there by Mumford. If he didn't get him down, there was no one there behind him. So impressive touchdown-saving tackle there from Isaiah Mumford as the clock winds under 3 minutes to go in this first half.
So a pickup of, we'll call it 2, about 1.5, under 3 minutes in this first half. Wise is back to pass. He looks, he fires, and it's going to be intercepted. Nice play there by Chase Pencil as he intercepts it at the Indian 1-yard line again. So both turnovers for the Tigers happen where the Indians take over at the 1-yard line.
Yeah, great read there from Chase Pencil from his safety position. Saw the ball sailing a little bit on the intended receiver, came over and just picked it off from the middle of the field all the way over to the sidelines. And as you said, the Indians can't get lucky. They forced 2 turnovers, and both of them end up only being on their own 1-yard line. So another terrible situation for the Indian offense starting out here on this probably last drive of the half for the Indian offense.
But it's better than 2 touchdowns by the Tigers, so
Sure is.
another late exit as Wisdom Artist Jones runs off late as Pencil's going to take the snap near his own end zone from the far side, hands the ball off to Adams, and he's going to be tackled by a couple Tigers. Looks like Chris Treshock was the first one there, as looks like Adams is limping now as he gets up after picking up 2 yards.
Yeah, another fullback dive there from the Indian offense. You like to see that backed up against your own goal line. It worked last time, got him first down, got him out of the back of their own end zone. and it gets a decent amount, 3 yards there on first down, and that's all the Indians are trying to do with a play call like that.
Going to be about 2 minutes left by the time this snap takes place. Latchaw's going to fumble the snap. It's going to be recovered by the Indians. The up man there recovers it, and it's going to be a loss of 1, so it'll bring up a 3rd and 8 for Shamokin area.
Yeah, second bobbled snap for backup Brad Ladshaw here in this first half. Great awareness by fullback Corey Adams to fall on that ball, but it comes up as a loss of 1 or so, and it will bring up a 3rd and 8 for the Indian offense. But it'll be interesting to see if they let Ladshaw try and throw the ball here in this situation. If it's a sack, it would almost end up certainly being a safety, so we'll see what kind of confidence they have in their backup here.
Ladshaw under center, 2 receivers to the near side, handoff up the middle, just trying to, again, make it easier for their punter, as it does appear Adams again getting up limpy after picking up a yard on the play.
Yep, another fullback dive. 2 plays, 2 fullback dives, and of course a fumbled snap, so not a great showing there from the Indian offense. But as you said, starting at your own 1 is better than giving up a touchdown. So the Indians keep the score at 29-0 here, as Hockenbrock will line up again to punt from the back of his own end zone with the clock winding at about 35 seconds left.
So Indians are going to let this wind down. Game clock is at 25 as the play clock is at 10. Tigers would only have to run 1 offensive play here, most likely.
And Wisłowski's no longer back there as the return man.
Hockenbrock's punt going to be hit at the 35. Nice roll across the 45 to the 47-yard line. So Southern Columbia will have it with 7 seconds left in Indian territory, but I'm sure the Tigers will just have the first half play clock run out. As score update, close one, closer than I thought. I thought Mount Carmel area would dominate Dunmore. They're only leading the Bucks, that being the Red Tornadoes, at the Silver Bowl 21-14 in the first half. So Wise is under center. A lot of different words in this game. Wise, wisdom, and knowledge. And the handoff up the gut to Barnes, and he's going to bully his way near first down territory on the final play of the first half. Barnes picks up 10 yards, and that is indeed going to be the final play of the first half, as Barnes did a good job there at getting the first down, but not enough time to do much more. So Southern Columbia leading this one 29-0, and we are now going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 2 minutes to recap the first half.
Spangenberg's Family Drive-In, your favorite place for cool treats and delicious food, is now open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy Spangenberg's famous flavors of soft serve, ice cream, sundaes, shakes, flavor blast, shrimp baskets, burgers, hoagies, salads, and their delicious chicken. In addition, they are now serving breakfast. Hours of operation, food available through Tuesday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Ice cream served 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. Spangenberg's Family Drive-In, 640 Center Street in Tharptown. In the market for a new dentist? Look no further than Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. Doctors Allison and David and their professional staff provide comprehensive dental care for patients of all ages. Your dental health and hygiene are very important, and regular dental checkups will help keep your smile bright. Most insurance plans are accepted. Hirsch Family Dentistry, 138 South Market Street, Mount Carmel. Give them a call at 570-339-3423 or check them out on Facebook. Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. At Weaver's Tire Service Incorporated, their #1 priority is customer satisfaction. Family owned and operated since 2010, they have served the Susquehanna Valley and surrounding communities with great service, high quality products, and professional installations. Weaver's, conveniently located at 411 Point Township Drive in Northumberland, is open Monday through Saturday. Shop for passenger and commercial tires, including farm, industrial, and OTR online at weaverstires.com. Given the vast selection of tire brands, you're sure to find the replacement set that fits your needs. Call 570-473-3380. Weaver's Tire Services Incorporated in Northumberland. Where can you get good neighborhood service at surprisingly great insurance rates? At State Farm. Because State Farm agent Darla Fauci is your one-stop shop in Cole Township for the service at the price you demand. Stop looking around. State Farm agent Darla Fauci is ready to help. Call 570-648-0809 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Individual premiums will vary by customer. All applicants subject to State Farm underwriting agreement.
Okay, we're back here, Jameson, as Southern's band is on the field. And again, Southern Columbia doing it a little bit each way that you look at it. Offensively, defensively, special teams. They've scored in every aspect possible. And there are only two mistakes, one a fumble and one an interception. The Indians weren't able to capitalize on it because Shamokin got it at their own 1 yard line in both cases.
Yeah, pretty dominating performance by Southern across the board. Not really much else you could describe it as. And yeah, 29-0 Southern at the end of the first half. Wisławski doing it all for the Southern offense. Wes Barnes providing some bulldozing runs, and of course Blake Wise throwing it. He's had some pretty good throws tonight, especially the early one to Wisławski. That was right on the money. And the Indians, Brett and I likely won't be coming back into this game. They are in a situation now that they are starting Brad Latshaw, the 5'8", 180-pound junior, for the remainder of the game likely, as you will start to see some of the backups come in for Southern. Likely once the score, if it ever gets to the...
I'm sorry, I'm tweeting here.
It's all right. When they score 35, the clock keeps
running.
Yeah,
the mercy roll, but competition rule is another. Yep.
Yeah, mercy roll. And so Southern will likely, no shortage of depth. The Southern always gets their third and fourth string guys playing late in the game when they're up by big scores. And Shamokin doesn't have much depth. They don't have many players on the roster, period. So you likely see most people from Shamokin get some sort of action through the remainder of the game as we continue to watch the Southern band here perform at halftime.
A couple of score updates here. Our Black Diamond broadcast, as we mentioned, Southern Columbia, if you're just joining us, leading Shamokin area 29-0. At the half, Danville is at Line Mountain, and it's the Indians handling the Eagles 38-0 at halftime. Mount Carmel area scored a late touchdown at their home stadium at the Silver Bowl. They lead the Dunmore Bucks 28-14 at halftime. And at this point, we're going to bring you the halftime stats, and the halftime stats are being brought to you by...
It's not good enough connection. That's just it.
The halftime and post-game stats are being brought to you by the JDK Development of Shamokin and its subsidiaries Bruiser's Sports Grill in Cole Township and Burger King with locations in Ewiesburg and Sunbury.
Okay, we'll start with Southern Columbia. In the first half, Wisławski 2 carries, and he only needed a pair of carries to rush for 119 yards and a touchdown. Wes Barnes, 6 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. Loudon Murphy, 1 carry for 17 yards. Through the air, Blake Wise, 4 of 6 passing for 53 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. Receiving the passes, 1 apiece for 4 different guys. Wisławski on the first offensive play of the game, 24-yard touchdown reception. Carter Madden, 1 catch for 15 yards. Wes Barnes, 1 for 13. And Jake Tuzlewski, 1 for 1. Tigers have 2 penalties for 15 yards, lost 1 fumble in addition to that interception. And the Tigers have 10 first downs after not picking up any in last week's opening first half at Berwick.
JDK Development of Shamokin is a proud supporter of all local and youth sports. The Welsh family has been in business for decades and thanks you for supporting them and their local businesses, including Bruiser Sports Grill in Cole Township and the Ely'sburg and Sunbury Burger King restaurants. Again, thank you for many years of support and good luck area athletes and teams this sports season from the Welsh family and JDK Development of Shamokin.
And now we'll bring you Shamokin stats. Obviously, no points, not much offense going for them. Knowledge Artist Jones, after rushing for nearly 200 yards last week, has 7 carries for -7 yards. Brett Nye, 2 carries for 8 yards. Wisdom Artist Jones, 2 carries for 4 yards. The fullback Corey Adams, 5 attempts for 17 yards. And the backup quarterback Brad Latshaw, 2 carries for -1 yard. Through the air, Brett Nye was 3 of 6 for 23 yards before exiting with an ankle injury. Latshaw 1 for 2 for 10 yards. 3 of the 4 receptions were by Wisdom Artist Jones for 23 yards, and Lynch has 1 grab for 10 yards. The Indians have committed 4 penalties for 18 yards. They've fumbled it 3 times, recovered 2 of them, so they have 1 turnover. So they're leading in the turnover battle. Tigers committed 2 turnovers. Indians committed 1, but the scoreboard completely different as Southern Columbia leading this one 29-0, and it'll be the Tigers getting the ball to start the second half as they'll look to put this game into the mercy rule early on to get some of the reserves in after suffering a couple injuries last week. Obviously, biggest one to 2-time All-Stater Garrett Garcia. So the Tiger band's on the field. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We're going to be back for the second half talk and to recap more of the first half in 2 minutes. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
The halftime stats are being brought to you by JDK Development of Shamokin and its subsidiaries Bruiser Sports Grill in Cole Township and Burger King with locations in Ely'sburg and Sunbury. The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. They have the area's largest selection of Jeeps, Renegades, Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, and more. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks, including 4500 and 5500 K6. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction. R&M Disposal is a locally owned family business located in Mount Carmel. Their services include residential and commercial trash pickup for Mount Carmel and surrounding areas. They have dumpster rentals from 1 to 20 yards. Check them out on Facebook. Give R&M Disposal a try. They won't disappoint you. Call Maddie at 570-205-3994 or Rob at 570-205-3995. R&M Disposal for trash pickup and dumpster rentals. Ace of Games, 140 South Market Street, Ely'sburg, offers axe throwing, PA skills games, and billiards. Experience the thrill of axe throwing, a safe and competitive activity offering hours of entertainment for new and experienced throwers. In addition, they offer a pool table, dartboard, and the chance to try your hand at PA skills games. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Sunday. For more information, call 570-672-2121 or visit www.theaceofgames.com. Ace of Games, Ely'sburg, for a great night out with friends. Private parties are welcome. Irish Isle Provision Company, Incorporated, 911 West Arch Street, Cole Township, specializes in USDA choice prime cuts of beef, chicken, pork, and veal. Imported deli meats and cheeses, along with brand name cold cuts, are also available. In addition, they offer a variety of seafood. Check the family pack specials and save. Phone-in orders are accepted at 570-648-6893, with local delivery optional. Deliveries to restaurants, diners, delis, hoagie shops, and more can be arranged. Earl Sheriff is the owner and operator.
Back here, and we'll bring you some score updates. Bloomsburg leads Central Mountain 28-7 at the half. We mentioned our scores of our Black Diamond broadcasts. Mifflinburg leading Central Columbia 21-0 at the half. Southern's opponent last week, Berwick leads Valley View 7-3 at the half, so that sounds like a good one. Other score updates are Jersey Shore leading Lewisburg 35-0 in the second quarter. Towanda up on Milton 7-0 at the half. Muncie and Wellsboro tied 7 apiece at the half. Troy leads Montoursville 21-7 at the half. North Schuylkill leads Blue Mountain 7-0 at the half. Williams Valley 32, Pine Grove nothing at the break. Wyomissing, who brought Southern's winning streak to an end last regular season, they lead Pottsville 35-0 at the half. Tri-Valley 21, Panther Valley nothing late in the second quarter. And a tie game at the half, Marion Catholic, Minersville 6 apiece. Late in the second quarter, it's Mifflin County 21, Shikellamy 13. Halftime score, Pittston 12, Williamsport nothing. Loyalsock 14, Hughesville nothing at the half. So we're going to take a 2-minute break. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 2 minutes.
Wojtowicz Wisłowski Investment Group, Incorporated, would like to wish all of your area football teams the best of luck this season. As the years go on and you have to start worrying about things like retirement planning, you will never forget the memories playing high school football. Best wishes on a successful season from Wojtowicz Wisłowski Investment Group, Incorporated. Wojtowicz Wisłowski Investment Group, Incorporated is not affiliated with S.A. Stone Wealth Management, Incorporated. Advisory services offered through S.A. Stone Investment Advisors, Incorporated. Bear Hollow Home Maintenance for all of your home maintenance needs. With winter right around the corner, that first snowfall is inevitable. Get peace of mind knowing Bear Hollow Plowing has your home or business covered. It's also the perfect time to take care of your projects you've been putting off, like that unfinished basement or bathroom remodel. Maybe you just need a handyman to help some of those little projects around the house. No job is too small. Call Blaine at Bear Hollow Home Maintenance today, 570-274-7385 for all of your home maintenance needs. Fully insured. Good luck, Tigers. Knoebel Lumber, True Value, Route 487, Elysburg. One trip is all it will take for you to find everything you need for your home projects or contracting needs. Convenience store hours are available Monday through Saturday. For the finest in tools and materials or advice from experienced professionals, the choice is Knoebel Lumber. Stop in or call 570-672-2531 or toll free at 1-800-332-6755. Knoebel Lumber, True Value, Route 487, Elysburg. Quality material, adding value to your home. Studio 207, located at 707 North Liberty Street in Shamokin, celebrates over 3 decades in business. Christy, Danielle, Colette, Ashley, Bethany, and Alicia are happy to welcome Carson Hauser Nail Tech, offering all nail services including gel manicures and pedicures. Studio 207 offers haircuts, color, and styling for men, women, and kids. Also, now offering eyelash extensions and other lash services. Open Tuesday through Saturday by appointment only. Call 570-644-1277 for your appointment. You can also find them on Facebook, Studio 207 North Liberty Street, Shamokin.
So we're back here. Both teams take the field, and there's still 2 minutes, and we have a lot of ads to get through, so we're going to be back with Bill 95 here in 2 minutes.
The Plumbing Outlet, your local kitchen, bathroom, plumbing, and heating specialist, is proud to sponsor Shamokin area athletics. With the winter right around the corner, keep the Plumbing Outlet in mind if you need a new coal, oil, or gas boiler. The Plumbing Outlet also carries a full variety of kitchen and bathroom cabinets and accessories. Before you buy, visit your hometown specialist at the Plumbing Outlet on Route 61 between Shamokin and Coltmont. Give them a call at 570-648-0711 or visit their website at www.plummingoutlet.com. The St. Francis Home Association, located at 615 East Race Street, Shamokin, is a proud supporter of many local activities, including youth and high school athletics. To join the St. Francis, stop in and inquire. Both A and B memberships are available. The St. Francis Home Association, 615 East Race Street in Shamokin, an avid supporter of all local activities. Mark Barini and Apex Insurance Group has 31 years of insurance experience for you to rely on when making decisions about all your insurance needs, whether it is home, auto, commercial, life, health, or Medicare products. For peace of mind, give Mark Barini at Apex Insurance Group a call at 570-373-4600 877-373-1659 to schedule an in-home or telephone appointment. Mark Barini, your only locally certified healthcare consultant. Need a dependable contractor for your next project? With over 90 years of combined experience, look no further than H&P Construction, 465 Oak Street in Coltmont. H&P Construction is an experienced general contractor dedicated to their clients' needs, offering residential and commercial services. Professionalism, high-quality construction, and attention to detail have earned them the reputation in our area. For a free estimate on your project, call 570-373-1605 or contact them online at hpconstruction.net. Let's work together. H&P Construction in Coltmont.
Back here ready for the second half kickoff as the Indians will be kicking off to the Tigers. Southern Columbia's goal is certainly to score quickly and put this game into the mercy rule so they can allow their starters to rest. And the Indians might be thinking the same thing as well, as Brett Nye, their starting quarterback, is out on crutches now. Hopefully he's not have any major issues, but you never know, and you want to just be precautionary at this point. As Pencil sets to kick, he's going to squib it, and it's going to be returned at the 29-yard line by Carter Madden. He makes one tackler miss, two tacklers, and he kind of gets tripped up right across the 40-yard line.
That was Maddox Romanowski who finally made the tackle for the Indians, but good, tough running there from Madden for the Southern Columbia Tigers on that return from the squib kick. Nice job corralling the kick off the bounce and takes it up to the 41-yard line, and that is where they will set up shop.
Madden had both touchdowns for the Tigers, the first two, I should say, of the third quarter in the Tigers' comeback win last week. He doesn't have any carries tonight. He does have one reception, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Tigers go to Madden right here early to get him a touch on offense, as Wise is under center. It's going to be a handoff to Barnes. He tries to get to the outside. He's across the 50, across the 40, across the 30, 20, 15, and he's knocked out of bounds after a big gain there by Wes Barnes, and now he goes over 100 yards for the second week in a row. Him and fellow senior Wisloski over 100 yards rushing.
Well, that is some impressive speed there from Wes Barnes. He definitely has a bit of a bigger build than this typical speedster in Wisloski, but man, when he turns on the jets, you are not going to catch him in the open field. The Indians' safety over the top is the only one that was able to catch him and cut him off at about the 13-yard line. Great run there by Wise.
So Barnes,
excuse
there.
me.
Yep, that's all right. First and 10 Tigers from the 13, as Wisloski not going anywhere. Good play there by the Indians.
Yeah, great push there from the Indians' defensive line. Number 72, Brock Nye, was the first guy at the point of contact to get him in the backfield, and that will bring up a loss for the Southern Tigers. Loss of 1 on the play will bring up a 2nd and 11 from the Indian 14-yard line. Great play there from the Indian defensive line, getting that good bit of push.
So the Tigers most likely will keep it on the ground here, as they've had success any way you look at it. Although that was a good play by the Indians. As you mentioned, Jameson, handoff goes to Barnes, and Barnes is going to go into the end zone untouched from 14 yards out for the touchdown, and now the Tigers are an extra point away from putting this game into the mercy rule.
Yeah, that one was just too easy there for the Southern offense. Hand up right in between the tackles, bounces it outside, and no one touches him. No one even really makes an attempt at touching him. And Barnes goes up the left sidelines and punches it in for the score, and that brings the total to 35-0 here, and that will take it into the mercy roll before the extra point from Isaac Carter to come.
Less than a minute into the second half here, and the Tigers did exactly what they wanted, as Carter's kick is up, and it's good. 10:54 left. I don't know why the clock is running, but it is. Anyway, Southern Columbia, we're going to take a break. They lead 36-0. We'll be back in 30 seconds on Bill 95.
Aaron's, located at 152 State Route 901, Cole Township, has all your favorite brands with the Aaron's low price guarantee. Shop your favorite electronics, furniture, appliances, and more when you visit the Cole Township Aaron's store. No credit is needed, and you can choose the lease ownership plan that works for you. Cole Township Aaron's also offers free delivery and setup, and you'll always get the highest level of service, satisfaction guaranteed. Call 570-648-9700 and visit Aaron's at 152 State Route 901 Cole Township, or shop online at aarons.com.
Okay, we're back here as Southern Columbia leads 36-0. Carter set to kick the pigskin. Powerful leg. He drives this one deep, and again it's over the return man's head halfway in the end zone for the touchback. So, Jamison, you're seeing the talent of Isaac Carter that got him named All-State last year as a sophomore.
Yeah, very impressive leg there. Had one extra point block, not his fault. But other than that, he has been great tonight. Great both as the kickoff man, the punter, and the extra point. Definitely a great weapon to have. Very versatile, plays all three positions. Would not surprise me one bit if he's named All-State again.
There's a penalty flag against Shamokin area. I have to see what it is. We'll see as personal foul against the Indians. So Shamokin area's frustrations are carrying here as they got called for a personal foul, Jamison, and it was literally on a kickoff that was a touchback.
Yeah, not sure. Didn't quite see what happened there, but doesn't surprise me that the Indians come up with a personal foul there, and that will push them back in a bad situation. Already, again, backed up inside their own 20. Seems like every drive for them has started inside their own 10.
Latchaw going to hand the ball off to Knowledge. Knowledge is going to get a couple of yards before Fedorov and Hoyer there to make the stop. We'll see where they spot it. I think he's going to give him about 3 on the pickup as Knowledge Artis Jones is trying to get into positive territory. Now he's unofficially negative 4 yards here with 8 carries.
Yeah, slowly inching towards that 0-yard mark is Artis Jones. Good burst off the edge there from Artis Jones. Only picks up about 3, but nice quick running there off the left tackle for Artis Jones, and that brings up 2nd and 7 for the Indians. Still Brad Latchaw under center for the Indians.
So Latchaw in shotgun. This time it goes to Wisdom. Wisdom's trying to get the edge. Fights forward for a couple of yards. He looked like he was deciding, should I take it to the outside or come inside, as we have an injury. And with that injury, we're going to take a stop. We'll be back in 1 minute. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Let's get ready to rumble with one of the best sports coverages in the Valley. Pick up a copy of the News Item Weekender for the most comprehensive high school sports coverage. No one can beat the News Item in local news and sports coverage. Pick up a copy at the newsstand, or better yet, subscribe and have it delivered right to your front door. Online e-editions are also available. Don't delay and subscribe today. Visit www.newsitem.com for details. The News Item, your local hometown newspaper. Saving money on your next vehicle is as easy as SMC, Sunbury Motors Company. Since 1915, SMC provides total commitment for complete customer satisfaction. Sunbury Motors Company sells new Fords and Hyundais from the North 4th Street Auto Plaza, Sunbury, and new Kias from their location on the Golden Strip in Hummel's Wharf. Your next new vehicle should come from Sunbury Motors Company, SMC, selling more cars by satisfying more customers. A tradition of trust since 1915. www.sunburymotors.com.
And we're going to Bill 95. The injury's still on the field, so we're going to extend it another minute.
Claychick & Associates, 101 West Independence Street, Shamokin, is a full-service certified public accounting firm. At Claychick & Associates, the goal is to serve their clients in the most professional, efficient, and cost-conscious manner possible. Claychick & Associates' overall team player approach ensures that their success is directly related to the success of their clients. Contact the Shamokin office by simply dialing 570-648-6386. Claychick & Associates takes great enough pride in being big enough to serve but small enough to care. Miller Gas and Oil wants to remind you that Old Man Winter is knocking at the door. Now is the perfect time to fill up for winter. For your home or business, you want high-quality fuel at a competitive price from a supplier you can trust. Count on Miller Gas and Oil to deliver. From heating oil to diesel, commercial lubricants, and hydraulic fluids, Miller's has got you covered. They offer 24-hour service for all oil customers. Call 570-644-0318 or visit at millergasandoil.com. Miller Gas and Oil, family owned and operated since 1928.
So we're back here at Kent Memorial. The injured player, Corey Adams, is walking gingerly with assistance from head coach Henry Ionoski and the head athletic trainer here at Shamokin area. So another Indian down. Like the Tigers, both teams have suffered some pretty major injuries here in the early part of the season, which you don't like to see. Hoping the best for him along with Nye. Latchaw's in the shotgun, trips to the near side. Latchaw back to pass as he rolls out. He fires, and it's going to be intercepted by Loudon Murphy, and he's going to take it inside the 5 to about the 3-yard line. Nice play there by the Tiger Jr. as the safety came up with the interception, and Southern Columbia is going to be inside the 5-yard line to try and put 40 on the board here early in the third quarter.
Yeah, the Indians finally allow Brad Latchaw to throw one into the secondary, and the result is not great. As you said, Southern comes up with the interception, and they now set up shop at the Indian 3-yard line with a great chance to punch it in on the first play here. Not a great start for Latchaw, but as we've said time and time again, this is a terrible situation to be put in as your first time starting, so you can't blame the kid.
Nope. And obviously, starters, we'll see here. We have a delay of game, I believe. The play clock. Yeah, we don't have a. Yeah, they're waving it off. I don't know what's going on here.
They are waving it off. I think they're going to get.
Do we have a timeout or not?
With the timeout.
Okay, so we'll be back here at Kent Memorial in 30 seconds.
Miller Gas and Oil wants to remind you that Old Man Winter is knocking at the door. Now is the perfect time to fill up for winter. For your home or business, you want high-quality fuel at a competitive price from a supplier you can trust. Count on Miller Gas and Oil to deliver. From heating oil to diesel, commercial lubricants, and hydraulic fluids, Miller's has got you covered. They offer 24-hour service for all oil customers. Call 570-644-0318 or visit millergasandoil.com. Miller Gas and Oil, family owned and operated since 1928.
Okay, so they waive off the penalty as Southern Columbia will come back. 9:02 on the clock, and again we're in the mercy rule, so the clock will continue to run here. Southern Columbia has it 1st and 10. Some new backs in the game as the handoff goes to Loudon Murphy, and he's going to go in 3 yards after intercepting the pass on touch for a Tiger touchdown. So good sequence of back-to-back plays there by Murphy, an interception, and then first play 3-yard run for the touchdown to give the Tigers now a 42-0 lead over Shamokin area.
Yeah, again, no one touches the running back going into the end zone. Shamokin defense is definitely worn down at this point in the game, just coming out of halftime, but already the Southern offense has established its dominance once again in the second half, and the score now is about to read 43. Yep. And the extra point is good. 43-0 Southern Columbia Tigers.
And we'll be back with Bill 95 and Black Diamond after this 30-second break. All Tigers in this one.
Wiest, Muolo, Noon, Swinehart, and Bathgate is a law firm dedicated to supporting clients in many different areas of law, including auto accidents, elder law, estate planning, real estate zoning, criminal defense, and family law. Based in Sunbury, they have 50 years of experience in the courts throughout all of Pennsylvania. Their approachable attorneys immediately put you at ease about your legal problems. They are focused on making a brighter future for you. Accomplished, dedicated, experienced, a client-centered practice. The law offices of Wiest, Muolo, Noon, Swinehart, and Bathgate.
8:58 left in the third quarter. Southern Columbia 43, Shamokin area nothing. Last time these two teams played was in 2019, and Southern Columbia won on this turf 60-0, and it's appearing like it's going to be pretty similar to that score if it keeps up the way it is right now. Another touchback by Isaac Carter will give the Indians the ball 1st and 10 from their 20-yard line.
Another impressive kick from Carter, as you said, and we'll see if Latchaw is rattled at all by that interception he threw last drive. We'll see if he can come in and get some quick throws in. I would like to see the Indians call some quick routes, some easy throws for Latchaw to gain some confidence going into the quarter and a half that remains in this game.
And not just that, Jameson, potentially into next week when Shamokin area will take on Mifflinburg here at home in week 3. Southern will be home for the first time next week against Loyalsock. So you want to give him confidence because you don't know, obviously, the extent of Nye's ankle injury as he's on crutches. Handoff goes to Wisdom, and Wisdom gets out to about the 25-yard line as a host of Tigers led by Jack Biermas make the stop, and Wisdom picks up 5 yards to make it 2nd and 5.
Yeah, pretty good play there from Wisdom Artist Jones. They scored a touchdown on that exact play last week, that jet sweep to Wisdom. They've done that a couple of times last week, a couple more times today, and it seems to get pretty decent success pretty much every time they go to it. Wisdom is very shifty, and putting him in space is a smart thing to do for the Indian offense.
So the Tigers' backups are in the game now, as the Indians will try and take advantage of it with their starting unit. 2 receivers to each side as Pencil goes in motion. Shotgun formation for Latchaw. Bad snap, and Latchaw's going to just recover it for a big loss. Just a low snap there by the center. So it's going to make what would have been 3rd and manageable, 3rd and about 17.
Yeah, that's the 3rd time Latchaw and the center have been messed up on the snap, whether it's the center's fault for snapping a little too low or Latchaw's fault for not being in the right place or ready for the snap. Either way, disastrous for the Indian offense, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 16, as you said. Extremely long, bad situation for the Indians in general, and especially, as you said, for Latchaw.
Under 7 minutes remaining here in the 3rd quarter. Same formation, 2 receivers each side. Good snap here as Latchaw looks back. He's going to throw it, and it's going to be broken up. Nice play there by the new safety in for the Tigers, freshman Braden Andrews, and it's going to bring up a 4th down punting situation for Shamokin area.
Yeah, he kind of just threw it up and prayed there.
Yeah.
It was actually a pretty good throw. Colton Lynch was pretty open, but the safety crashed down on it quickly and broke up the pass there. Lynch definitely would have had it if it was not for the safety coming over the top. So good placement, just didn't quite anticipate the safety coming over and breaking the pass up.
So the sophomore Hockenbrock back to punt once again near his own end zone. He's going to punt it, and it's going to be Andrews making a return at his own 44. He gets out to around midfield as he escapes one tackle attempt, but then he's brought down there near midfield by Zahler. And it's going to be 1st and 10 Tigers from their 48-yard line.
Yeah, Isaiah Mumford was in on the tackle as well. Another great punt there from Blake Hockenbrock. Seems like he's always punting from his own end zone, but he continues to make the best of it. And he flips the field, makes Southern start at their own 48-yard line for this first drive, the 2nd drive for the Tigers, first since the mercy rule has been implemented.
It's never a good sign when arguably your MVP is your punter in a game, but with the score 43-0 halfway through the 3rd quarter, that's about all Shamokin can think of right now as they look to stay defensively. We have another stop here, a delay of game as new quarterback in for the Tigers is freshman Anthony Martino.
Yeah, not a great way to start out there. The backup quarterback comes in for Southern and immediately draws a delay of game penalty, and it sets up a 1st and 15 for the Southern offense now with 5 minutes and 13 seconds remaining.
Martino hands the ball off to Madden, and Madden's going to pick up about 7 yards on the play as it's going to be right at midfield on his first carry of the ball game. It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 8 from midfield with 4:45 left in this third quarter of play. And we're also going to be bringing you Chickatano Ace Hardware's game-changing moment. That'll be coming up here soon. Again, Chickatano Ace Hardware provides us with a game-changing moment, so maybe after this play we'll talk about the game-changing moment, brought to you by Chickatano Ace Hardware. Martino under center. Going to hand the ball off to Biermoss, and Biermoss gets it into Indian territory. Brought down by a host of Indians, but not before picking up 5 yards on the play. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down and about 3 here. So the Chickatano Ace Hardware game-changing moment. I'm going to have to go, Jameson, with that first offensive play for the Tigers, the connection for the touchdown pass on play action from Blake Wise to Braden Wisloski, because from that point forward it was all Southern Columbia, and it started pretty early on. Your opinion?
That's exactly where I was going to go to. The first play of the game, right from the jump, Southern attacked the Shamokin defense, and they haven't looked back since. Wisloski with an impressive day all around, but especially right off the bat on that first drive.
Martino hands the ball off to Murphy. He's going to get a 1st down as he's inside the 40, nearing the 35. It's still going, and finally brought down at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line, in that Chickatano Ace Hardware game-changing moment.
The staff at Chickatano Ace Hardware averages 40 years of experience in the appliance industry. Call 570-339-1453 or stop by and talk appliances with the experienced and knowledgeable staff at Chickatano Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they service what they sell.
And again, thank you to Tony Chickatano, who I know very well, does a great job at Chickatano Ace Hardware.
Yeah, Tony Chickatano, another former coach of mine, the strength training coach, and he's a tough guy, but he means well.
And now his son, young Tony's the one that's taken over, as Carter Madden's hitting the backfield, tries to get to the outside. He's not going to get back to the original line of scrimmage, as he's going to be taken down for a loss of 3 on the play, bringing up a 2nd down and 13 with 2.5 minutes left in this third quarter. So this is a time where you're looking for any positive you can get if you're the Indians, and that was a good play on defense as the defensive line got through the Tigers' offensive line there. The secondary and linebackers stayed in position to finish off that play.
Yeah, great job by the Indians not allowing the runner to get back to the line of scrimmage. Brings up a 2nd and 13 for the Southern offense. Backup quarterback having a bit of struggle getting things going early. We'll see if he can do anything here.
So Martino under center. Madden in motion. He's going to try to get to the outside. Makes one man miss. Gets near the 30 as a flag comes in late. Tackle on the play by Knowledge, as he's going to be brought down at the 30. A 10-yard pickup, but we'll see what the penalty is on this play. I'm assuming it's a hold, and that's indeed what it's going to be, a 10-yard penalty against Southern Columbia. We'll take it back from the spot, and we'll see where the spot was.
It looks like the hold was against Isaiah Mumford. Saw him celebrating there a bit after the play, but good play from Carter Madden there. Good run to the outside. Unfortunately, it will come back, and looks like they're setting up right where the last play began, 2nd and 13 once again.
Good time for Carter Madden and Loudon Murphy to get some reps, as they're on a platoon, which was supposed to be a trio with Garrett Garcia at the halfback opposite of Wisloski, albeit a backup offensive line. Handoff here goes to Nate Gallagher, and he's cutting from one side of the field to the other. Nothing doing there, as he's going to be tackled at the line of scrimmage for no gain, bringing up 3rd and long.
Yeah, another good play there from the Shamokin defense, swarming to the ball now. And you like to see that from your backup defense, especially late in this third quarter, late in the game. You can tell they're not tiring down. They're still flying after the ball, and you like to see that from your backup defense.
So under a minute left here in the third quarter. Southern Columbia leading 43-0 as they're looking at a 3rd down and 13 from the Indian 40-yard line. As Martino gets the troops to the line. Handoff goes to Braden Andrews. He's going to try and get to the outside. Makes one man miss, but won't make a second man miss. Good tackle there after Andrews picks up just a yard on the play.
Yeah, that was Chase Pencil coming down from his safety position, making that solo tackle there to force 4th and long. And that looks like it will be the last play of the third quarter here for the Southern offense. Southern still leads 43-0 as the third quarter comes to an end.
So we'll be back for the fourth quarter in 1 minute. You're listening to Black Diamond Sports Network and Bill 95.3. We'll be back in 1 minute.
The Black Diamond Sports Network would like to thank the Bernie Romanowski chapter of the Pennsylvania Sports Hall of Fame for their support of our broadcast schedule. The Bernie Romanowski Chapter Hall of Fame annually recognizes the accomplishments of athletes from Line Mountain, Our Lady of Lourdes, Shamokin area, and Southern Columbia. For more information on the Hall of Fame, contact Bernie Romanowski Jr. In athletics, hard work pays off. To make sure your years of hard work pays off, let Deborah Rodarmel and Joseph Springer put their overall tax and financial knowledge to work for you in planning your financial future. Be sure to stop in and see Deborah and Joe at Rodarmel Springer Tax and Financial Services, located at 4A East Mill Street in Elysburg, across from the Elysburg Fire Hall, or phone 570-672-9000. That's Rodarmel Springer Tax and Financial Services, planning your financial future.
Back here to start the fourth quarter, as we're going to see Isaac Carter in a punting formation right near midfield, where that very visible S Shamokin logo, the purple outlined in white, is on the beautiful turf field here at Kent Memorial Stadium. As Carter gets a nice leg on this one, it's going to be returned by Pencil from his own 5-yard line. Tries to get to the outside, doesn't get much. Good tackle there by the freshman Andrews as he makes a solo tackle there for the Tigers.
Yeah, you're mentioning how nice the stadium looks tonight. They just installed new lights over the summer, had the stadium closed down for about a month, got new LED lights in, and it really makes a difference. Just beautiful lighting here on this new field, and you love to see it.
So 1st and 10 Indians from their 12-yard line as the Tigers are rotating more of their reserves in, and looks like we might have a timeout, and we do. So 11:37 left in the fourth quarter. Black Diamond Sports Network, Bill 95. We'll be back in 1 minute.
Bloom Heating LLC, located at 854 Center Street, Cole Township, is your #1 source for heating oil delivery, off-road diesel fuels, boilers, warm air, and ductless AC. Bloom Heating LLC is a family-owned and operated and has been providing quality service since 1995. Owner Brett Bloom and his staff will meet you and your cooling needs. They even offer 24-hour emergency service. Call them at 570-644-3780. Bloom Heating LLC on Center Street in Tharptown. Looking for some new Southern Tiger apparel? Pretty Petals in Paxinas is now carrying a great selection of SCA t-shirts, hats, sweatshirts, and so much more. They also carry the paperback book Roaring Tigers, The History of Southern Football. Check their Facebook page at Pretty Petals by Susan in Paxinas for some photos and sales. And as always, shop local, shop small. Pretty Petals in Paxinas.
Back here after the timeout. Shamokin used a timeout, as it appears they're going to... Do they have a new court? No, it's still Latcha, I believe. I thought it looked like another player was coming in here. But Latcha is under center. He's going to hand the ball off, and nothing doing there. I did not catch who the ball carrier was on that one. It was indeed number 45, I thought.
Yeah, that's
we'll
what I thought.
We'll see if we have
too.
a name on 45 here.
Don't see it on the roster, but another fullback dive there from the Indians offense. It's been successful for them so far tonight, getting them out of some tough spots, but not on this one. Gains nothing and brings up a 2nd down and 10 with 11:01 remaining in this running clock in the fourth quarter.
So the PA announcer doesn't have a name for 45 either. We'll try and get you that whenever they get it, as the handoff this time, more positive one. It goes to Jace Gink, the freshman running back.
So you like to see Shamokin mixing some of their younger guys here, getting them some experience. It's always great to get the younger guys experience. In Southern's case, in a winning scenario, and Shamokin's in losing. But either way, experience is invaluable at any level.
Yeah, and after this play, I'll tell you a little more about that, Jameson, which I'm sure you're certainly in agreement with. As 3rd down and 5 comes up, Gink is on the carry, and we'll see where he gets to as new player in the game, John Quinton, the freshman, makes the stop. He's going to get to about the 21-yard line as he'll pick up 4 yards, brings up a 4th down and 1, a punting situation. But what I was going to say is everybody wonders why Southern Columbia's been so dominant for so long. Well, when you're playing 16-game seasons, gives you almost another more than half of a regular season of practice. And when you're dominating teams, your backups play just as long, if not longer, than the starters. So when it becomes time for them to be a varsity football player, they certainly have the experience. As Coach Shainoski's steaming on the sidelines here, as the punt team was not ready to come on. So certainly frustration all the way around if you're an Indian. As Hockenbrock back to punt. He gets off another nice punt as Andrews is going to fair catch it. He fumbles it, but he recovers it right there. Tigers will have it 1st and 10 from their own 44-yard line.
Yeah, it's no question that a secret to Southern success is the way that they get their young guys in nearly every game. Even in the playoffs, often they have guys going and getting experience at any level, as I said, is invaluable, and they continue to do so here late in the game at Shamokin.
Okay, so looks like Shamokin's rotating some guys in as well. Both teams, by the end of things, with the score so lopsided, I'm sure will have everybody in uniform at least in for one play, which is good to see after these players work hard each day during the week at practice to prepare for these situations. And we're going to have a penalty here. It's going to be a delay of game on the Tigers as one of their offensive linemen were not in the game. So a 5-yard delay of game penalty at this point is nothing to hang your head on.
Yeah, just one less play they have to run with the clock continuing to run. But that's the second delay of game penalty they've had since the backup quarterback has come in. So maybe a bit of an issue they got to get worked out in practice this coming week.
I mean, it's a good thing to have your backups in at a point like this. But, yeah, you're right. And players have to be ready.
That's exactly why it's valuable, reps like that.
So it's going to be 1st and 15 as kind of a miscue on the handoff as the Indians recover it. So it'll be Shamokin Area's football after the fumble by the Tigers. And we're going to take a 30-second break for a quick ad here, and we're probably going to read some ads in between plays here as we have a lot to get in this Mercy Roll.
At Best Cleaners, they strive to meet your every cleaning need. Whether it's a simple floor cleaning, house cleaning, window cleaning, sanitizing job, or major water extraction, Best Cleaners is there for you. Best Cleaners is owned by the Warsash and Lepotsky families and located in Pack Signers. Best Cleaners proudly serves the region and surrounding areas. Call Best Cleaners today at 570-672-9114 or check them out online at www.bestcleanersllc.com.
Handoff goes to the unknown number 45, and we'll read another one here.
If you are looking to score a touchdown with a new bank, pass the ball over to UNB Bank. Locally owned and operated for over 115 years, UNB Bank provides checking and savings solutions, mobile banking, and low fees. UNB Bank also provides lending that's local with quick response time on applications because decisions are made locally. Score that extra point today with UNB Bank. UNB Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So 2nd down and 10 after no gain there by the unknown number 45 who's playing fullback right now for the Indians. This time a new ball carrier in there, and he has a head of steam. He's inside the 20, finally brought down by Andrews. That was number 49, who's also not on the roster.
More mystery players here for the Shamokin Indian offense, but that was a great carry there. 49, a bigger kid. He had some good speed there coming off the edge.
So we don't know who that man is, but first down and 10 from the 17 with 6:50 left as the Indians try to take that goose egg off their end of the scoreboard. Handoff goes to number 49 again. This time, nothing doing as he's going to be tackled by Joey Yankowski after no gain on the play.
I think part of the reason I see some Shamokin players out here wearing newer uniforms, so I think they got some numbers mixed up, some numbers switched around.
Clinton on the carry there, so no gain for him on this play. We'll take another ad after this next play here by the Indians offense. Pitch goes to Clinton, and Clinton's going to try to get to the outside, and Breckenriemer was there. Good effort there, no gain, but he avoided the loss as we go to another ad.
PBS Beverage and Pack Sinus and owner Steve Tahansky are proud supporters of Southern Columbia football. His great prices make it an easy decision to stop in and pick out from a variety of your favorite selections. With an easy-to-get-to location on Route 61 between Ely'sburg and Shamokin, there isn't any other choice other than PBS. Check out their Facebook page for details and hours of operation throughout the week. Call the store at 570-648-8080 for any additional details. Steve Tahansky, alum and supporter of Tiger football. If you aren't already a customer, become one.
So Clinton, the leading rusher for the Indians, and he just played here middle of the fourth quarter. Another new ball carrier in, and he misses the pitch, but he gets possession of it, breaks one tackle. He's inside the 15. On that carry was Gink. I'm sorry, that's Gink again. And he picks up about 5 as we'll take another ad here.
Claiborne Insurance Group, located at 426 West Valley Avenue, Ely'sburg, is proud to represent Erie Insurance for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. With a team of 6 licensed insurance professionals, an experienced and friendly customer support staff, and over 75 years of combined insurance expertise, Claiborne Insurance Group is here to offer the very best policies for the most competitive prices, all of which are backed up by award-winning service. Claiborne Insurance Group can be reached at 570-648-5555 or at www.claiborneinsurance.com.
Latchaw back to pass. He looks for an open receiver, Carter Murphy, but it's broken up by Braden Andrews. And coming up now, Southern Columbia will get it first and 10 as we change possessions.
Check out the Dead-Eyed Deddies Joke of the Week on Instagram.com/dino_Anskis. Little Village Primitives, located along Route 54 in Ely'sburg, specializes in handcrafted and American-made wares and stunning home decor. New this year, cross-stitch supplies, and don't forget the rug and hooking, punch needle, woolly trees, and woolly applique. Little Village Primitives is open Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Go Tigers! Little Village Primitives along Route 54 in Ely'sburg.
Martino has the Tigers first and 10, under 4 minutes left in this game from the Tiger 11-yard line as the officials make a stop here. I don't know why they're making a stop, but now they're going to bring the action back. Martino is going to hand the ball off to Gallagher, and Gallagher is going to be tackled for a no gain.
If you think Myers & Lynch is just another small-town insurance agency, you would be mistaken. Their affiliation with one of the country's largest buyers groups gives them the ability to shop dozens of companies. Their goal is to better protect you from the coverages they see daily that are shockingly inadequate. Tony Rosini will make you this personal guarantee. One call to Myers & Lynch will be both eye-opening and educational, and will most likely save you hundreds of dollars. Reach out to Myers & Lynch or look them up at myersandlynch.com to see if your current agent has left you hanging.
Couple of score updates. Late in the third quarter, Mount Carmel leads Dunmore 35-14, and a final. Danville shuts out Line Mountain 52-0.
Danville's been very impressive early in this season.
That'll be a tough task for any team going forward as Andrews makes one man miss. He's across the 15. Looks like a face mask, I would say, but they're not going to call it at this point. Andrews is going to pick up, we'll call it 7.
Your first stop for new appliances for your home should be Chicatano Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they specialize in name brand appliances. The staff has years of experience in the appliance industry. What that means for you is a knowledgeable salesperson and reasonable prices. Call 570-339-1453 or stop by and talk appliances with the experienced and knowledgeable staff at Chicatano Ace Hardware, 27 North Oak Street, Mount Carmel, where they service what they sell.
We have an injury on the play here, so we're going to take a minute break. We'll be back with Bill 95 in 1 minute.
Spangenberg's Family Drive-In, your favorite place for cool treats and delicious food, is now open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Enjoy Spangenberg's famous flavors of soft-serve ice cream, sundaes, shakes, flavor blasts, shrimp baskets, burgers, hoagies, salads, and their delicious chicken. In addition, they are now serving breakfast. Hours of operation, food available Tuesday through Sunday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. Ice cream served 7 days a week, 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. Spangenberg's Family Drive-In, 640 Center Street in Tharptown. In the market for a new dentist, look no further than Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel. Doctors Allison and David and their professional staff provide comprehensive dental care for patients of all ages. Your dental health and hygiene are very important, and regular dental checkups will help keep your smile bright. For most insurance plans are accepted. Hirsch Family Dentistry, 138 South Market Street, Mount Carmel. Give them a call at 570-339-3423 or check them out on Facebook. Hirsch Family Dentistry in Mount Carmel.
And we have the injured players still down there, so we're going to take another 30-second break.
At Weaver's Tire Service Incorporated, their number one priority is customer satisfaction. Family owned and operated since 2010, they have serviced the Susquehanna Valley and surrounding communities with great service, high-quality products, and professional installations. Weaver's, conveniently located at 411 Point Township Drive in Northumberland, is open Monday through Saturday. Shop for passenger and commercial tires, including farm, industrial, and OTR online at weaverstire.com. Given the vast selection of tire brands, you're sure to find the replacement that fits your needs. Call 570-473-3380.
Back here as Jack Biermoss gets a carry, makes one tackler miss, gets across the 25. He's out all the way to about the 29-yard line, so an 11-yard pickup by Biermoss, a first down for the Tigers, and at this point they can almost take a knee.
Where you can get good neighborhood service and surprisingly great insurance rates at State Farm. Because State Farm agent Darla Fozzie is your one-stop shop in Cole Township for the service you deserve at the price you want. So stop looking around. State Farm agent Darla Fozzie is ready to help. Call 570-648-0809 for your surprisingly great rates today. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Minute 14 left here as Martino under center. He's going to hand the ball off to Biermoss again, and Biermoss gets about 2 yards on the play.
The Kaiser brothers are ready to get you into the perfect new vehicle. They have the area's largest selection of Jeeps, Renegades, Wranglers, Grand Cherokees, and more. Or take your pick from a full lineup of light and heavy-duty Ram trucks, including 4500 and 5500 K6. No matter what vehicle you're looking for, the Kaiser brothers on Route 405 in Muncie and State Route 11 in Danville is where selection and service equals satisfaction.
So we probably have time, yes we do have time for one final play here, as Southern Columbia is going to win this one handily, 43-0. And what do we have? Tigers take a knee, and that's going to bring us to the end of this game. Southern Columbia beats Shamokin area 43-0. We'll be back in 2 minutes to wrap this one up.
R&M Disposal is a locally owned family business located in Mount Carmel. Their service includes residential and commercial trash pickup for Mount Carmel and surrounding areas. They have dumpster rentals from 1 to 20 yards. Check them out on Facebook. Give R&M Disposal a try. They won't disappoint you. Call Maddie at 570-205-3994 or Rob at 570-205-3995. R&M Disposal for trash pickup and dumpster rentals. Ace of Games, 140 South Market Street, Ewesburg, offers axe throwing, PA skills games, and billiards. Experience the thrill of axe throwing, a safe and competitive activity offering hours of entertainment for new and experienced throwers. In addition, they offer a pool table, dartboard, and the chance to try your hand at PA skills games. Hours of operation are Wednesday through Sunday. For information, call 570-672-2121 or visit at www.theaceofgames.com. Ace of Games Ewesburg for a great night out with friends. Irish Isle Provision Company, Incorporated, 911 West Arch Street, Cole Township, specializes in USDA choice prime cuts of beef, chicken, pork, and veal. Imported deli meats and cheeses, along with brand name cold cuts, are also available. In addition, they offer a variety of seafood. Check out the family pack specials and save. Phone-in orders are accepted at 570-648-6893 with local delivery optional. Deliveries to restaurants, diners, delis, hoagie shops, and etc. can be arranged. Earl Sheriff is the owner and operator. Wojciech Wisłowski Investment Group, Incorporated, would like to wish all of our area football teams the best of luck this season. As the years go on and you have to start worrying about things like retirement planning, you will never forget your memories playing high school football. Best of wishes on a successful season from Wojciech Wisłowski Investment Group, Incorporated. Bear Hollow Home Maintenance for all your home maintenance needs. With winter right around the corner, that first snowfall is inevitable. Get peace of mind knowing Bear Hollow Plowing has your home or business covered. It's also the perfect time to take care of your project you've been putting off, like that unfinished basement or bathroom remodel. Maybe you just need a handyman to help with those little projects around your house. No job is too small. Call Blaine at Bear Hollow Home Maintenance today. 570-274-7385 for all your home maintenance needs. Fully insured. Good luck.